Hey guys, welcome to Gadgets 360. My name is Pranay and in this video I'm going to be showing you the best hidden features in iOS 14. Now ever since iOS 14 launched, I've been using the betas and I've spent a lot of time exploring all the settings and finding all these hidden features. Now there are a lot of hidden features in this OS, but I've highlighted the best of these, the ones that I use the most, the ones that I think are the most useful. So in this video I'll be highlighting 14 of these, but you guys have to do one thing. If you find some more hidden features in iOS 14, do let me know via the comments because I'll be reading all your comments and I'll be checking out more features myself. I'm pretty sure you'll find some features that I may have missed even though I've been using this OS for a few months now. So let's get this video started with a request to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so that you get notified when we publish new videos. And as always, be sure to hit the thumbs up button if you like our videos and share these videos with your friends as well. The first feature that I want to highlight is FaceTime eye contact. Now, this is a really cool feature that was supposed to ship with iOS 13. It was in one of the iOS 13 betas, but then Apple pulled it from that and now we are seeing it in iOS 14. Now, this is really cool because when you're doing a FaceTime video call, at that time, usually people are looking at the displays because that's where you can see the other person, right? So this automatically corrects it and makes it look as if your eyes are directly at the camera and the other person feels as if you're staring directly at them instead of some point below their face. So this is a really cool feature that I really like and you should definitely try it out. The next hidden feature that I want to highlight is called back tap. Now iOS 14 introduced these really cool shortcuts, so you can basically tap the back of the iPhone twice or thrice to execute certain actions. Now you can maybe configure the double tap action for a screenshot, the triple tap to access Control Center and a bunch of other things. You can go to settings and check out all the options over there and have fun. The third feature I want to highlight is called private address. So you can go to your Wi-Fi settings and over there enable it to prevent you being tracked across multiple Wi-Fi networks by these companies. It's a really simple tweak, one that adds a lot of privacy to your life, so you should definitely enable it on all networks that support it. But do note that some Wi-Fi routers or Wi-Fi networks will not support this feature and over there you will definitely see a warning on screen. The fourth hidden feature is something that should have been around for a long time ago. Now, if you remember how to change the date and time on iOS, or in general, if you want to select the date in a calendar event or something, you'll probably see that large scroll wheel where you have to keep scrolling up and down to find the correct year, the correct month, the correct date, and also the time. It's really difficult to use and at times I keep wondering why can't I just type a number or select a date quickly. Well, that's what Apple thinks and that's why we have it in iOS 14. You can now quickly select dates via a calendar view style option and the time can simply be typed in. You don't have to scroll that wheel again and again to find the correct time anymore. Now iOS 14 also has some nice tools that help you sleep better. So you can set a bedtime and you can basically wind down slowly and get yourself in the mood for some nice restful sleep. You can set sleep targets as well in this one. But the best feature here, the hidden part of this, is that you can add the sleep mode as a shortcut to Control Center. You can go to settings, Control Center, and over there you can add it quickly. This just allows you to quickly tweak your sleep settings and see what else you want to change over there. It's an option that I use a lot, so I thought I'll show it to you as well. The next feature, which is also kind of hidden, is for all you selfie fanatics out there. So normally when you take selfies, you must have noticed that the image is kind of mirrored. So if text is written this way, you'll probably see it backwards and right becomes left and left becomes right, which is a bit annoying. Now you can go to camera settings this time around and enable that mirror front camera setting to fix this. So basically what you see in the front camera is what you get in the selfie. The next hidden feature is also a camera related shortcut. So when you open the camera app and hold down the volume up or volume down buttons, it starts a quick take video which ends the moment you release those buttons. Now you can go to settings and configure this slightly differently. Volume down still remains quick take videos. Volume up can be configured to add burst mode photos over there, which is a nice touch. Hidden feature number 8 is the ability to set default browser and email apps. Now we've covered the browser part in a separate video, so be sure to check that out. But it's still a fairly easy process. You can just quickly go to settings and set Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge, or whichever other browser that you use as the default in case you don't like Safari. Although I personally do really like Safari and that is going to be my default. But for email, in case you don't prefer Apple Mail, you'll soon be able to set Microsoft Outlook or other email apps as the default, which may work out better for a lot of people. The next nice hidden feature is picture-in-picture. Now, this is something that everyone has been wanting. When you watch a video and you hit the home button, then you should ideally have a minimized video playing instead of the video stopping completely and you going to the second task. You can also hide this video from the screen completely, and even your FaceTime video calls can go in picture-in-picture. These are really nice things to have. Now the next two hidden features are about voice memos. So the first one is the ability to organize your voice memos better in the app. You can quickly create folders and set some files inside that, and that really helps me organize my audio interviews. So every time I interview somebody, I record that. I keep looking for that file multiple times. I play 4 or 5 files before I find the correct one. With this one, I can quickly say interview number 1 and just put all the audio files there, and then I can easily find everything that I need. Now this is another nice touch to organize your voice memos. The next feature around voice memos is the ability to enhance your audio recordings. So when you record audio on the voice memos app and you play it back inside the app itself, you will see a wand icon on the top left. So tap that and you will notice that background noise has been reduced, echo has been suppressed a bit, and you are able to hear the subject clearly. Hidden feature number 12 is the ability to add captions to photos saved in the Photos app. So open any picture, just swipe up and you will notice a caption field over there. Now the good thing here is that this is searchable text. So in case you have photos from a particular place, you can just write the name over there, or maybe you can just write some random caption like, I don't know, spaghetti, pasta, noodles, something. And then when you use the search feature in the Photos app with these keywords, you will find those photos because they have been captioned that way. So in case you're not happy with the default search option, you can keep adding captions to make searching a lot easier. The next hidden feature is all about privacy. Now, you can find certain new options in settings. When you go to privacy, there's one option called local network, which checks out apps that have access to other devices on your local network, that can see which other devices are there on your local network, and you can shut that down right away. Now, apart from that, I think it's a good time to review all the apps that have access to your contacts, location, microphone, camera, and a whole bunch of other options that are there on the screen. And I would say that you limit these to as less as possible. Give apps as little information as possible, which is best for your privacy. The final hidden feature for this video is actually my favorite. Now, do you know that iOS 14 has a back button? Well, it's not a physical button, but when you go into multiple menus and when you're nested inside a bunch of folders or something, you'll see that on the top left, there is usually a back button inside various apps. Now, earlier, if you went into 5 different subfolders, then you had to either hit the home button and go back to the home screen and hope that, everything is fine, or you hit the back button 4 or 5 times to go to the main folder. Now, this time around, you can press and hold that back button to see which other main folders are there, and you can just navigate back to that page or that folder quickly. This is a really nifty tip that I've been using a lot, and you should definitely try it out. So those were my favorite 14 hidden features of iOS 14. Which ones are yours? Please let me know via the comments. And for all things tech, you can always go to gadgets360.com.